How's your love life looking? I feel like we haven't talked about this in forever.
Anyways,
What?
let's talk about Kylie.
Can you at least tell us if you have your eye on somebody? Hi, welcome to Degenerates with your host Yusuf and my lovely co-host Steph.
We're
Back
on
by
camera.
popular demand. We are on camera this time. I'm glad you noticed. In case y'all forgot, this is the show where we talk about everything and nothing at the same time. So
And we've been gone for like what? 2 months? Has it been 2 months?
it feels damn near over a month. It's been maybe a month and a half.
Well, one is because we're lazy.
Yeah.
There's that.
We're college students. We're college students though. But like, yeah. During this hiatus, a lot has happened with me in regards to my school. Lots happened to Steph. And that's why we need a little break. But we're back. And we know y'all missed us. Your favorite co-hosts with the most bohosts with the
No, because why did we actually have people freaking being like, where's this show at?
Right? Because we did not think people was actually listening, and like I had maybe 5-6 people. I know that don't sound like a lot, but we're getting there. I had 5 or 6 people hit me up asking me where's the new episode, and one person, shout out my friend Will, he kept asking, I swear to you, every week, where is my episode? I didn't have an answer for him. And
well, here it
asking
is.
You too.
Shout out to him because he's a real one.
He's a king.
Or he was commenting on our stuff. It was really nice. So thank you. Do you want to go first?
Fuck it, let me go because little do y'all know the fuckery that has been here at Clark Atlanta University, the illustrious Clark Atlanta University. But basically, we came in move-in day. I drove from Ohio all the way to Atlanta, Georgia. It was like 9-10 day drive, and Stephanie was awaiting my safe travels. And we got here, shove us in a room for a few hours to basically tell us, Heritage, the hall I'm in now is not ready. There was pictures of the rooms, and the rooms looked horrible. Some rooms are still breaking down now. And they had us try to go to this place called 444. When I'm telling y'all, roach infested, mouse traps everywhere, ceiling tiles falling out the ceiling. They said prostitutes be coming in. They said homeless people be coming in and sleeping in the empty rooms. And it was basically a crack house, to say the least. And when that happened, nobody wanted to stay there. So they went ahead and gave us these nice-ass hotels. Stayed in the hotels for about a little over a week. And they finally moved us on campus. Originally, I was supposed to be in a 2-bedroom. Now I'm in a 4, sadly. But you gotta make the most of it. So what's been going on you and your schooling?
It's like, no, I can't.
I'm dead.
Well, I don't even know what to do. So I had like a really bad wave of depression hit me, like in the beginning of August, and it was just so bad. So I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to make any episodes. We tried. Like, we tried. What this episode was originally going to be was we're going to be high.
Yeah.
But that went wrong. Needless to say,
it went left quick.
Went wrong.
It went left quick.
Yes. So we were like, okay, so we're scrapping that idea. And then I ended up in a psych ward.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna say it. Shout out to my girl Steph. She made it through though.
Yeah, we cooling out here.
She made it through though. Life's never complete without that.
Nah, but we're good. And well, then Yusuf's college mess happened, and it just really took trying to find time. So we're here now.
Yes, and we are back and better.
Yes.
It's like that. But I will say with this semester, I'm at least in a much better headspace than I was last semester. Last semester, I was also depressed as fuck. Didn't want to get out of bed. Didn't want to socialize. Wore the same shit. Like I was depressed as fuck. And Stephanie was one of the people helping me pull me out. And she made it her mission. She said, "When you come back to Columbus this whole summer, we're gonna spend it trying to get you out of your funk." And it worked. And I love her so much for that, Steph. No, Lily, without you, I couldn't do it. Honestly.
Oh.
I know it's sappy, but
head ass.
I know. One thing that is aggravating, though, is my roommate situation. So, I didn't choose these roommates. I chose my original roommate last semester. Shout out to Cam. He's like my brother. He was supposed to be my roommate, but due to the fuckery, they were just getting everybody in. I ended up in a 4-bedroom. Nothing's wrong with the roommates per se. It's just more so they're partying every night. And I don't mind the parties, I don't mind the drinking. I did that all last semester. But it's like when you leave it a mess and the whole living room, kitchen, trash everywhere, dishes, pots and pans just left out, pots in the fridge got moldy food because nobody wanted to put it out. So I cleaned it all one night and I left a big note on the fridge basically saying, "I cleaned this place up just this once, just to show y'all, just so like we could start fresh. But from now on, y'all gotta, I don't care about the party and I don't care about the random people sleeping on the couch. I don't care about y'all being up drunk. Just please keep the place clean. We don't need no bugs. We don't need no roaches. And motherfuckers in Heritage are nasty. Trash everywhere. They're not throwing their trash away in the dumpster. Trash is just sitting on the stairs, corners. Stephanie, it's bad. I tried to go up into the elevator and there were gnats all around the elevator.
Oh.
And I said, fuck it. I'm taking the stairs. Only reason it was gnats was because all the trash was piled up in the corner next to the elevator.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. It's literally Walmart carts full of trash just sitting, and it's horrible. It is horrible. You're lucky you don't have a roommate this year. Because I don't know what you would have been through with this shit. Why are you laughing?
No, you know why I'm laughing. You know why I'm laughing. I will never ever put myself in a situation where I need or have a roommate again, like somebody I don't know. Cause hell no, bro. Dude, literally, it was freaking last year. Freshman year of college was the most chaotic. Okay, to sum it up, I ended up being held hostage by a sociopath. Yes, I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm being dead ass. And
it was giving sociopath. It was definitely giving sociopath.
Yes. And okay, I don't even know where to start with this story. I don't even know where to start because it's so much. Okay. So, basically, freshman year of college, I went to Xavier University in Cincinnati. And I know it sounds good on paper. No, I literally hated that school so much. I had to flee. But
isn't it a Christian school too?
It's a Catholic school.
Catholic school.
Technically. A Jesuit something. But anyway. Basically, I had a few friends down there. But I had one main friend. Like, basically my only friend. I don't want to say she was my only friend and disregard the other people. But she was, like, the person I clung to.
Was it, like, your true friend there?
Yes. I need to give her a nickname for this story. I didn't think about this.
We don't want to
Stallion.
expose.
I'm gonna let's name her Stallion.
Yeah, Stallion. We love it.
That is my friend to this day. I love her. I just need to emphasize that me and her are still friends before I tell the story. Okay. And then she helped me. I actually told her I was going to talk about it on the podcast. So we gave the nickname to this girl, to my roommate. And we're going to call her Jenna.
Wait. She told her you were going to talk about this on the podcast?
I told her.
Oh, you told Stallion?
Yeah, Stallion's my friend.
Okay,
That
no,
was
no, no,
super
no, no.
chill.
I thought you told Stallion that she was. I thought you told Stallion to tell what's her name. She might be on the
Oh
podcast.
no, they don't even talk no more.
That's good. Y'all gonna find out why because I was with it through this bitch every phone call.
Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna name her Jenner, my roommate, Jenner. Do you get why?
Skinny white bippo.
No, Jenner. What's her first name?
Uh, well, shit.
Anyway, that's the
I'm
most
dead.
direct.
It
Okay, so
is
basically, um, first semester of freshman year was fine. I was dying of depression, but my friend helped me get through it. And basically, I don't know. Jenner started out as my suite mate. And if you don't know what a suite mate is, it's someone who shares, it's two pairs of roommates that share a restroom with you and your roommate. So I had an original roommate before I roomed with Jenner. And my original roommate, we're cool. We just weren't compatible. That was it. And so me, uh, I found out that my suite mate, Jenner, was having issues with her roommate. So they ended up falling out. The other roommate ended up leaving, and Jenner comes into my room with my original roommate and tells us what's going on. And we're like, oh, wow, that's unfortunate, blah, blah, blah. So she ends up getting a new roommate and result. Okay, so basically, um, she ended up getting a new roommate, and that roommate and her ended up falling out 2 weeks in. Not even 2 weeks, like a week
two
after being
weeks.
there. Yeah, the first few days they
I'm
were like
dead.
besties, and then they ended up falling out, and so Jenner ended up wanting to move out of the room this time because the first time the other girl left and the RAs thought that Jenner was the issue because two roommates in within a month.
I mean, did they
But
lie?
then Jenner and I became friends and we were like, okay, what if we became roommates because I'm not compatible with mine and you clearly have had your issues. I should have thought for a second there is a common denominator,
And all of that,
but
right?
I didn't think about that. So, anyway, we ended up moving into a room together in the same building. And well, everything was fine. I actually introduced her to my friend Stallion. They ended up becoming friends. Stallion actually helped us move rooms, so that's how they became friends. And it worked out. The three of us, became a trio second semester. Second semester is actually when I ended up moving in with her. Should have mentioned that, but okay, so we're fine and dandy. We used to go out together, leave campus, and go out to eat like every weekend, watch movies together. Stallion was always in our room with us. It was
Right.
a great time. Okay, so then the depression started to hit me again. I was really homesick, and just some things going on with my mom at home, and so I was missing her. And my little brother would call me every day talking about Steph, when are you coming home? So I was sad and I missed home. And that started to show because I was being less me and more quiet and not really engaging. And that resulted in Jenner thinking that I had a problem with her or like assumed that without really asking me what was wrong. And so she went and told Stallion, oh, I think something's wrong with Steph, blah, blah, blah. And then one day, Jenner took it upon herself to text me saying, what's your problem, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, uh, I
Why
don't
she
have a
come at you like that?
yeah, like I don't have a problem.
Like, bitch, isn't
Who
that
said I
supposed
have
to be
a
your
problem?
friend?
Right, like girl, you could have just asked me what's wrong. You don't gotta come at me reckless. But whatever. So
Sign number one.
essentially, basically, I'm trying to remember because it was. I haven't told the story in a while. Okay, so basically, then that's when things started to fall apart because After that, okay, so basically Jenner lives close to campus, like close. She lives a good 20 minutes. If she wanted to not live in the dorms anymore, she didn't have to. She could have commuted if she wanted to. So the thing was, since I had already moved roommates, and at this point it was March, no, end of February, end of February this year. So basically, she could, if she would have left, that would have resulted in me having to go home because I wasn't about to pay $3,000 to have my own room, and I also didn't want another roommate the last 3 months of me being there. It wasn't worth it because I already didn't like the school. So if she would have left, I would have just went home too. But I didn't want to because I didn't want to leave Stallion, and I just wanted to finish my year. Okay. So basically, any time that things went wrong, Jenner would use the threat. I well, I'm just gonna go home. Oh, I'm just gonna go home. Like if I don't even want to be here anyway, I'm just gonna go home. And okay, so
That's
I'll come back
manipulation
to
101.
yeah, I'll come back to that. But basically, we ended up making up after that. But then suddenly things got weird. So she one day I had a job because I was helping my mom. Like I was sending my mom money while I was on campus. And basically I went to work one day and I came home, or not home, but I came back to my dorm with her, and she was like, "Hey, I have to tell you something." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Stallion was talking shit about you." And I was like, "What?" Like
That's weird.
that didn't sound right to me because Stallion is my like my only
I was
friend
about to say
here.
that was your girl down there. Y'all did
Yes,
everything
that's my
together,
bitch. Yusuf done met her. Like
and
she
she's a
met my
barb. Love
yes, she
her.
is. Period.
Love my
Like that's
barb.
my bitch. Like that's why I was like, she was. What she say? And she basically told me she was like she was in the room with her friends and she was saying that she doesn't know why you're depressed and blah blah blah, just a lot of things. And I was hurt because I was like, well, this is out of nowhere. Like that's my friend. So in result, I was angry at her and I didn't talk to her for a few days. Oh wait. I forgot one key part. So basically, when Jenner was telling me this, I said to Jenner, I was like, "Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna ask her about it. I'm gonna be like, why did you do that?" And the first thing Jenner said, and I didn't even realize until later, she looks at me and she's like, "If you tell her about it, I'm gonna go home." And
Like weird bitch.
I was like, why?
Fuck is you hiding?
Why? She tried to
Mm-mm.
say it was because she went out of her way to tell me and like, and if she ever talks bad about me in the future, that she won't be able to tell me because I told her about just whatever. And I was like, okay, I guess. So I just, in result, didn't talk to Stallion for a few days, which was out of my character because I talked to her every single day. And so, and she was the person I went to do anything with on campus. And so, yeah, I didn't talk to her for a few days, but then I started missing her. I just, it was like to the point where like I didn't even care anymore, even if it was true. Like, so I wanted to talk it out with her. That's what friends do. And so I have to remember what happened.
I remember you called me and said either you told her if y'all could talk or she came up to you at work and asked if you can talk
Yes,
or
yes, yes,
something.
yes. You just reminded me. So she came, yes, Stallion came up to my job because I worked at this restaurant on campus.
Mm-hmm.
And she came up and she was like, "Steph, I miss you." And then that's when I was like, "Oh, I miss you too." And I really did. Like, it wasn't like I was lying. But then I was like, I'm just gonna, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm forgiving her. I won't talk about it because Jenner didn't want me to. But so basically, I sat on
Mm-mm.
my break. I sat with Stallion, and we got to talking. I didn't really tell her what was wrong, and we were fine. That same day, I told. Okay, this is this like climax of the story.
It might be because that's when shit started hitting left. Like that's when shit hit the fan, went left, and
Okay,
yeah.
so on the sidelines, Jenner was telling me throughout those days that I didn't talk to Stallion, she also wasn't talking to Stallion. She was like, I don't like Stallion anymore because she was talking about you and you're my roommate and you're my best friend and I love you and no one's gonna talk to you or talk about you like that and blah blah blah.
Didn't she say if you invite her to the room I'm leaving or something like that since you all got cool?
Yeah, yeah, but that's where I'm getting to.
Okay.
Yeah, so me and Stallion made up, and then basically, I that same day I went to back to my dorm and I told her, I was like, she apologized to me, so we're good. And she was like, just telling me like if you yeah, if you let her come in this room, then I'm gonna go home. I don't want to be around her. She's fake to you. Just like coming like I don't know. So that same night, she was sleeping, or I thought she was
Mm-hmm.
sleeping, and I took it upon me to go to Stallion's room.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went down there and I was just hanging out in her room. We weren't even talking about nothing, no drama, nothing. We were just chilling. Like, and it was fun. But then I started getting text messages from Jenner, who had my location. And she was like, or she was saying, if you're friends with Stallion again, then then I'm going home. Like tonight. I'm going home. And then I was texting her. I was like, "Why? Like, are you okay? Like, what did I do? Did I do something?" She's like, "No, you're going back to someone who's fake to you. Blah blah blah. Just like a lot of
Keyword fake.
yes,
Keyword fake.
yes." And at this point, I literally barge out of Stallion's room without telling her why. I literally storm out. I run up and I run up to my room. I'm like, because we lived in the same building, so I ran up to my room and I was like, "What's up? Like, what? Why are you leaving? Why are you saying that?" She's screaming to my face, looking me dead in the eye, and she's like, "She's fake to you, but I don't know why you're trying to." She talked about you. She talked about your mom. Blah blah blah. Just making it sound bad, like terrible. Like
If y'all know Steph, she don't play about her mom.
yeah, she said.
Steph
She
don't
said,
play.
"Bro," she was like. She said you're boy crazy. You only care about boys. You don't have real problems. Blah
She
blah blah.
wait. She was calling you boy crazy.
Yes.
Her of all people was calling you boy crazy. Coming from the girl, I didn't even go there, and I knew. Talk the most shit about her boyfriend. Go cheat on her boyfriend. Go do all this shit. He come back and they all good. No, I'm gonna say it. I don't know the bitch. I don't know the bitch. Cheating on her boyfriend.
No,
She
bro.
was cheating on her boyfriend. And the moment if she found out her boyfriend was talking to somebody else, she was done. She was cut. She finna go off on him. He's not shit. And then when they call her out on it, she's sitting there looking stuck, like, "Yeah, you're supposed to be my friends." Da, da, da.
We're
Bitch,
off topic.
you the
We are
fakest
off
one. I don't
topic.
care. I had to get a little tangent in because this fuck that little hoe. I'm
We're
sorry.
off topic.
I'm
Okay, but anyway,
sorry.
that was all him on me. So basically, now I lost where I was. Oh boy, crazy. So yes, it was just pouring down things down my throat, like just trying to get me to hate Stallion. And so I'm like, okay. But at this point, I realized something's off because she was literally screaming, like determined to get me to hate her, and she just was kept like threatening me. Like she was like, "I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home," and I'm crying. At this point, I'm crying to her. I'm like, "Jenna, you know, if you leave, I have to go. You know that you're the reason. You're single handedly the reason I'm still here. So if you leave, I have to leave too." And I'm crying. I'm looking her dead in the eyes, sobbing. I'm like, "Don't leave." And she's like, "Okay, okay." Like literally no sympathy. Like just want to make that clear. Sociopath. But anyway, at
Yep.
that point, oh, Also, I should mention, anytime I hung out with anybody else that wasn't her, she'd get upset. Like anytime I
Mm.
wasn't back, because she never left the room. She never left the
Remind
room to do anything.
reminds me of a
Literally,
certain
whenever,
peach.
bro, when I would leave the
Reminds me of a
room,
certain peach, bro.
when I leave the dorm, she gets upset. If I'm not, if I'm late from coming home from work or coming to the dorm from work, she knows something's wrong. Like literally, bro, bro. Okay, at this point, I am calling my friends. Like, I'll leave the dorm at night when she's sleeping, and I would go to the lounge, and I would be like, okay, I can't talk to Megan. I can't talk to Stallion.
Just redo that. Just redo that.
Okay, okay. All right. So I would go to the lounge, and I would call my friends, and I would be like, okay, so I can't talk to Stallion because Jenner don't want me to. Like, literally, she's telling me that Stallion said this, this, and that. And so I don't know who to believe because it's like on one part, I am mad at Stallion if that is true. But at the same time, I feel like Jenner is blowing it out of proportion. And I don't think that she said all of that because I know my friend. Like, but anyway, um, basically, no, because I called you, I called,
Yeah.
um, you know, Lumbago, period.
Mm.
Uh,
Shout out to our
I called
girl.
her. I would literally be like, I'd be like on the spot. I'd be like I don't know what's going on. I don't know, something's wrong. Blah blah blah. Like, and I don't remember much from, but I just know you knew in real time what was
Mm-hmm.
going on. And so okay, so this is why I say I was held hostage, because literally like anytime I did anything that wasn't with her, it was a big deal, and she was literally threatening my position at the university. So yeah. Um,
It's crazy how
she,
you've been through so many parallels. So many parallels. Like this is not the first time some shit like this has happened to you. Ugh.
trauma. Um, but yeah, so I think as time went on, I think you were the one that told me like, if you really want to talk to Stallion, talk to her. If something's telling you talk to her, talk to her. Like, cause literally I kept telling you, I was like, I want to talk to her.
Exactly.
I want
And
to talk
it's
it out.
like if you talk to her, what's her name? Don't even gotta know. Jenner don't even gotta know if
Right,
you talk to her. But it
right.
sounded like she didn't want you to talk to her for some reason. Shit.
No, literally, like it was clear she was hiding something. I knew in the back, no, I knew in the front of my mind, I knew she was lying about something. I believed her, but I also didn't. So
Gotta take everything with a
basically,
grain of salt.
basically, she ended up, what's it called? One night, this went on for like a week or two more, and I literally would avoid Stallion, like all as much as I wanted to talk to her, I avoided her. And basically, one day, I took it upon me to talk to her because one day she came. Who was it? Jenner wasn't on campus. She was at her man's house. So this is the one day I was free.
Right.
I was in my dorm and I was just me and Yusuf. We were watching that.
What was it? The anime?
No, we were watching
The
the
spiritual shit?
spirituals. Yes, the
Okay,
spiritual
okay,
stuff.
okay.
So we were watching something on Zoom together, and Stallion come knocking on the door, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have been avoiding her
Oh,
for days. Well,
you
should I
haven't
open the
talked to
door?
her.
Yes. Do you remember?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's coming back to me.
Yes. And then so I had to pause what we was doing, and then I opened the door, and she was like, I miss you. Like, why haven't you talked to me? And I was like, oh, I'm just depressed. Like literally, like you
You were
could tell
just
something was
cracked. You
wrong.
were just cracked, like
Yes,
gagged.
yes,
Like you didn't think she just come up there and say it to you.
yes. I was like, oh, I'm depressed, and she's like, oh, okay, I just miss you. Whenever you're ready, I'm not gonna pressure you to come see me, but like whenever you want to see me, come see me. And I was like, okay. She left, And after that, I sit back down and I look at Yusuf and I'm like, I want to talk to her. Something's telling me talk to her. Look at her. She literally came to check on me.
Right.
Like, she asked me if I was okay. She asked me if, like, okay.
Shit that Jenner didn't do.
You're right. So I was like, okay.
Mm-mm.
So something's wrong. And so Yusuf convinced me to talk to her, to Stallion. So my plan was that night, whenever she came back, Jenner came back from her man's house, and whenever she went to sleep, I was going to go to another floor that we weren't on so that in case she did walk by, she wouldn't see us. And I was going to meet up with Stallion and literally sit there and talk to her and tell her what's going on and see what happens. So that night, that's exactly what I did. It was like midnight. She went to sleep. Jenner went to sleep. I snuck out and I was like, hey. Or I FaceTimed her and she was like, hey, Steph. I was like, can you meet me in this discreet place? Can you? And she was like, yeah. I was like, now. Like, now.
Such an urgency.
Like, yes. And she was like, okay. So she met me there and I literally sat there and I told her everything. I was like, I was told that you said this, this, and that. And I'm also being told not to see you. I'm being threatened. She's literally telling me that if I talk to you, she's going to leave and that's going to threaten my position here at the school. I told her everything. Bro, she started crying. Literally looks at me sobbing.
I remember.
Yes, she was sobbing. And she was like, I never said that. It was actually Jenner who said that. Who said all of those things in front of my other friends. She humiliated me while I was at work and tried to spin the narrative to me that it was actually her. And so I was like, well, that makes sense. Then she also tried to say, or no, Stallion told me telling me things that I knew was true because it's Stallion. And two, she was like, yeah, she was talking about how you're a bad roommate, blah, blah, blah. You don't have consideration for her, blah, blah, blah. I was like, she ain't never told me none of this. Where is this coming from?
It's the fact she wants to stay with you. She never wanted to leave your side like a little yes man.
Yes, and but I'm the issue. If you had an issue with me, why didn't you say that? And why are you trying to pin me against my only friend on campus? So everything's adding up. My friend is sitting here crying, like looking at me crying. And I'm crying because I'm like, I'm sorry that I even believed her for a second. Like, okay. So now we both know what's up. But then I found something else out. Apparently, Jenner was still texting Stallion like they were friends. Yes. 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 So
I be forgetting this shit, bro.
Yes. This is like a movie.
That's a messy bitch.
Yes.
That's a messy bitch. Roommate from hell.
But yeah, so me and Stallion both know we've clocked T. And we're like, okay, so the thing is, the unfortunate part is she's still holding my position here. So even if I address it, she's going to leave. That's going to fuck me over.
Yeah.
So basically, let me remember. We came up with a plan. The first plan was, well, I didn't want to do this, but basically there was only 2 months left in the semester. And we were like, okay, if we have to steer clear of each other during the day, we will. Like, I mean, if that's what it was giving for you to stay here, then I'll steer clear. That's what she was telling me. I was like, I don't want it to have to be like that, obviously, because I don't want to seem like I'm hiding you or like, that's just not right.
It's not.
So, but honestly, what I was just planning to do for the rest of the semester was I was going to go to work, go to class, go to work, go to my dorm, and then keep the same routine every day. Okay. So this goes on for a few weeks, and I know, like a week.
I'm about to say, it was only a couple of days. I don't remember it being a few weeks.
Yeah, I know, and I, like, knew it was up, so I was acting different. Like, I wasn't being as kiki with her. Like, and so she noticed. I'm starting to remember exactly what happened. So basically, I there was one day there. Yes, there was one day. So we usually, like I said, we were always together, always together. There was one day after class because she knew my schedule. There was one day after class that I went to the cafeteria and I sat there for an hour by myself. I wasn't even with Stallion. I was there by myself watching a movie, eating by myself.
Whoop de woo.
Wow.
The big revelation.
Oh my goodness.
Earth shattering.
Bro. And then when I look at my phone, I look on her story and she wrote, going home. Or like, fuck this school, I'm going home. Fuck everybody.
Like
I was like,
dramatic ass.
I was like, so I go back in the dorm and I'm like, why? I was like, why? Like, and she was like, nothing's wrong. Bro, I was gone an hour, and I know she thought I was with Stallion. Even if I was, I should have been. Shit. But
for all this, yeah.
That same day, I literally went down, or no, the next day after that, I didn't talk to her. Gave her the silent treatment. This is exactly what I did to Peach. If you remember, I literally did not speak.
The gag is she would speak, and then as soon as the bitch left, she was chattermouth.
Yes. No, that's exactly what I did to her. I literally would come in the room. I didn't speak to her. She was sitting there in the bed right across from me. I sat there, put my AirPods in, and I was literally chilling, watching YouTube videos, going to sleep, not talking to her. The day after, no. Actually, this was all within the same morning.
I was about to say she wouldn't have let that last. She wouldn't have let that last for a long time.
Yeah, literally that whole day. I didn't talk to her. And then there was a point where I left the room and I went to the basement of the building, which I never did. Like I would never leave her. And so I was down there and I was playing Minecraft and I was having a good time. But that's when I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go home. I'm just going to go home and finish the semester remotely. And I'm not going to let her have this power over me anymore. Because clearly she thinks she has this advantage, constantly threatening to go home. Like, and it's like, you're playing with my situation. And so it's like, in my mental health, you know I'm depressed. And you're still threatening me. And you're lying to me about my only friend. And you're talking bad about me behind my back. You're crazy.
She's a horrible person, bro.
Yes. So I was like, okay. So I told Stallion, I was on the phone with Stallion. I was like, Stallion, I'm going to go home. I'm going home because I need to go home. I'm going home because I need to be there with my mom. I'm going home because this girl thinks she has the power over me, but I'm fucking Stephanie, no middle name Stelia, and I'm not playing. So
queen bitch.
Let you know
that bitch, La Baby Basta. Thank you.
Yes, La Baby Basta.
Let the hoes know.
They're not going to get that. But
the real Baby Basta. Mama Guevo.
You can't say that.
Oh, what does that mean?
No, bitch.
What does that mean?
No, I was about to. Never mind. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. Okay, we'll leave it.
It's giving intro.
Literally.
Okay, but
our thumbnail. Thank you.
We're sidetracked.
We are.
Okay, so yes, basically I decided that I was gonna leave, but I went back up to my room and she wasn't there. I was like, but she didn't take none of her stuff. So I had her location on iMessage, so I checked and she was at home. So I assumed that she left. But I texted her a paragraph and I was like, hey, and basically me and Stallion agreed that we weren't gonna like I was gonna leave with no drama. I was gonna leave that same weekend. This was a Thursday when I decided this. I was gonna leave that same weekend with no drama. I was just gonna tell her that I'm leaving for my mental health. That was it. That was all I was gonna say. So I wrote her a paragraph. I was like, hey, like, I just want you to know that I've decided to go home. For my mental health, I'm not happy here. Blah blah. I gave her like this really calm message.
Right.
Her first response was, okay. She was just like, okay.
Okay. Because
like, right.
no, I think you really like gagged her. Like she was just cracked. She was just like, she wasn't expecting you to say that because that shit was her trump card. That was her trump card to threaten you with. Because that, let's be real, if she wanted to go home, she lived 20 minutes down the road. She would have been at home.
Right.
She didn't want to leave.
That night she was at home, right? So I thought she wasn't coming back, but she told me, she's like, okay, I'll be there soon. That's all she said. I was like, okay. So she came in. We didn't talk. Oh wait, no, I'm missing one thing. After I texted her that,
what is it?
She ended up coming back, and I was still in the basement. I was in the basement while after I already planned I was going to leave, and I still haven't faced her while she was in the room. So I'm on the phone with Stallion. Stallion going to tell me, oh my God, she texted me. I was like, oh my God, what she said? She's like, can I come talk to you?
Oh, hell no.
In your room. Yes.
Oh, heck no.
Ooh, I'm getting to the good part of the story. I will tell you this because I didn't even get to the good part yet.
This girl is...
Yes, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, Sally, and you call me right back after, and you tell me what happens. So, what happened in this time period while I'm chilling in the basement, Jenner gonna come into Stallion's room, knocking on the door, crying, talking about, Stephanie's leaving.
The fakest bitch.
Oh, but wait. She gonna sit down with Stallion, look her dead in the face and be like, I missed you. She's been keeping me from seeing you. Yes. She gonna
Please,
be like,
you're lying.
She hasn't let me see you. I just can't believe it. Like, I wanted to talk to you, but she would get mad at me whenever I would talk to you. Blah, blah. Just like, and Stallion told me when she was telling me about this, she was like, bro, I knew she was lying. Like, I was trying not to laugh in her face. But I just sat there. But when she told me this, I was like in awe.
Gagged. Just face crack of the century.
I was like, no way did this bitch just try to spin the whole narrative. Well, she literally kept me fucking hostage, bro. But she tried to say it was me. Like, first of all, I'm not that stupid. Like,
right.
Like, did you not think you was gonna get caught up? Anyway, basically, yeah, so that happened, and she made a plan. So basically, Stallion made a plan within the plan. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about it. So basically, Jenner told Stallion, she was like, will you come into the room when Steph comes up there, and will you try to convince her to stay? That was the plan. So Stallion told her yes, but Stallion called me and told me about their plan. So here was the plan. So according to Jenner and her mentality, me and Stallion have not talked for weeks.
Right.
We don't like each other. We're not friends. That's her mentality. The reality is we clock teeth. So basically, me and Stallion was on the phone. We was like, okay. So this is what's really going to happen. You're going to come in there, and basically Stallion said she was actually going to go in there in support of me. She was going to be like, if you need to do this for your mental health, you could just go. Like, we'll support you. Like, literally, that's what she was going to do. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. But Jenner was like, no, convince her to stay. Like, but no. Stallion
this bitch never cared about your feelings. This bitch never cared.
Literally. Okay. Fast forward to that same night. I already knew what she told her. I was pissed. But okay. So I come in this room and I sit down. I don't speak. She don't speak either. Next thing you know, Stallion come knocking on the door. I'm trying not to laugh because I'm like...
Right. Because it's like, bitch.
So me and Stallion acted.
Oh my God.
As soon as Stallion come in, Stallion and me acting. Now I'm trying not to laugh so hard. She's like, Steph, I missed you. We haven't talked. And I was like,
Oh
no,
my god,
bro.
I would have dead just busted out laughing in her face.
Yes, I was trying. I was trying. But the theater major in me came out and was like, I had to play the part. But okay, so they still sitting there silent. And then Stallion gonna sit down and she said to me, so how are you? Blah blah blah. First thing I say, I'm leaving this weekend. I'm like, she don't know already. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm leaving this weekend. She's like, really? Why? And I tell her, I need to leave for my mental health. I'm not okay, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, okay. Well, we will support you no matter what you do.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh no. I
And I'm
know
like,
she was cracked. I know Jenner was cracked.
I was like, oh, okay. I appreciate it. And then Jenner gonna look at me and interrupt her and be like, but you're gonna ruin your college experience if you leave. Like, I feel like it's dumb to leave right before the end of the year.
Is she out of all people saying this? That
She
didn't
said this
threaten
to
you?
me. Yes. She said this to me. And I was like, well, Jenner, and I'm saying this in the calm voice. I'm like, I have to. Like, I just have to. I can't be here. That's all I'm saying. And then Megan, and then Stallion gonna say, no, Stallion literally interrupts Jenner and is like, but we will support you, whatever you decide.
Right. As
Like,
she
that's what she
should.
keeps saying.
Queen Tings, thank you.
And then Jenner just keeps interrupting her and is like, but still, it's dumb to leave in the middle of the year. And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay. Let me tell you something about Stephanie, no middle names. I have a beast inside, and this beast only comes out rarely, like never, like does not. I'm telling you, I'm not I'm not an angry person. I don't go off. I have only went off. I think there was only like 3 people in my life who has ever brought this out.
I'm dead. While I'm thinking about the one in the cafeteria.
That's what I'm talking about.
Throwback. We the Savages.
Okay,
But
basically, I was holding in because I'm good at handling things under pressure. I'm good at handling people. So I'm sitting here, legs crossed, arms folded.
Right.
Like,
Queen bitch that she is. Thank
yes,
you.
I'm like,
Head
listen, I'm
bitch.
leaving. She keeps saying this stuff. I'm like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm just leaving. And she keeps going, and I'm ignoring her. At this point, I'm ignoring her. I got my AirPod in. I'm ignoring her. That was it.
Was Stallion still there?
Yeah, Stallion was
Okay.
still there. But she stopped because Jenner kept like interrupting. So then I'm telling you, I'm not even mad at this point. I'm just like annoyed. I'm just irritated, but I wasn't mad. Jenner gonna sit here and look at me and say, your mom is guilt tripping you to go home.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all know what I said
sit here,
earlier.
bro.
Stephanie
This
do
is
not
me.
play by her mom.
This
She
is
do
me,
not.
bro. This is me. I'm on my phone. She said that, right? I'm like,
what did you say, bitch?
I
Get it
was like,
together, bitch.
no, literally me. This is me, bro.
Who, mama?
What did you just say? Like, no, bro. No, bro. At this point, the beast came. I was so mad that I can't even tell you what happened after that. Like, I can't even. All I know is I started screaming at her, and it was 1 a.m. We had thin walls. There was people out there, like, listening. Bro, I started screaming. I'm like, who the fuck did you just say? What the fuck did you just say? Ooh.
Girl got scared real quick. That real New York shit came out?
Yeah, bro, I started yelling at her, and then she was like, excuse me?
Why is she such a Karen? She is such a Karen.
She was like, excuse me? Excuse me?
Well, listen, you keep poking at a person. they're gonna
Yes,
explode.
yes,
They're gonna
literally.
explode. It don't matter
That's
who it
literally what
is.
happened. And I don't
Like,
even remember. I don't even remember.
uh-uh.
Just keep in mind, Stallion sitting here minding her business in the room, while getting the show. Because me, our beds were like this. This is me. This is her. I'm sitting here getting ready to beat her ass. Like that was me. I was literally. I'm like, first of all, you ever talk about my fucking mom again? I'm gonna let you know who the fuck I am. Shit.
Right,
But
because these bitches forgot. Thank you.
right. No, and oh, I remember exactly what I said after that. I was like, I have let you walk all over me for weeks. Like literally, you think you have a hold over me, but let me show you who the fuck I am. Like literally, ooh, I
I
was
love this
being
stuff. I love this
ruthless,
stuff.
bro. I was being
You were
ruthless.
just being cunt.
And then I don't even know what happened, but we just started like yelling about everything. Like I was literally like, that's why you was fucking that's why you was cheating on your boyfriend and blah blah.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
was, bro.
Exactly.
I
Not
was
shit
just
ass
saying everything. I
bitch.
was letting everything off. Then I turned to Stallion and I'm like, and she didn't even let me talk to you for weeks. Like I literally started.
Mm.
Oh, I started exposing her, and she literally started crying. She's like, she's lying. She's lying. Oh my god, she's lying. And then she started threatening me, bro.
Uh-uh.
She was like, I'm gonna get the RAs on you. And I was like, get the RAs, I'm going home anyway. That's literally what I
Right,
said. I
right. I'm
was
going
like,
home
get the
anyway,
RAs.
bitch.
Then you wanna know what she said? She was like,
Oh, we don't play.
she said, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police.
Keep in mind, this was after everything that happened over the fucking summer at fucking George Floyd and Black Lives Matter, that whole movement. Plus, no, listen, on her campus, on Stephanie's campus, I was literally like begging for your safety stuff because you had white fucking nationalists, you had racist Trumpies all over your campus with Trump signs.
They
They
put
put
razor blades on. Oh my god, it was crazy. They ripped
exactly
down our Black Lives Matter flag.
razor
It was.
blades on the fucking what's it called, the white supremacist fucking little what's it called, posters that they hang up outside. If you try to go take it down, razor blades and tacks on the back. Like I was
It
scared for
was
this
a
bitch, and for
mess.
this bitch to say she about to call the police, that shit that you
No.
pulled in the dorm, I should have fucked you up for that.
Oh, I should have fucked her for a lot of things. The reason
Literally.
I didn't sit there and beat her ass was because Stallion started crying. She was fake crying, but she was crying because she was like overwhelmed. And basically, I calmed down because of her. But then I was sitting here. I stopped yelling at this point. I was just sitting here laughing, like literally looking at her laughing, because she called her. No, she gonna threaten to call the cops. And then after that, that same second, she gonna call her mom. So I thought she was calling the cops. She called her mom. She was like, Mom, I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe here. You need to get me right now. And she was like, Why? What's wrong? If you don't get me right now, I'm gonna kill myself. Literally.
Like what
Literally.
the fuck,
Yeah,
bitch?
she said, I'm gonna hurt myself right now. And then she was
She's a
like,
master manipulator, bro.
yes. And then
This bitch
she
is
was like,
psychotic.
bro, she was gonna say, oh, I don't feel safe here. I don't think my stuff is safe here. I don't remember saying this next thing because Stallion ended up telling me this after. But basically, she was like, or basically, I said in response, I don't want your nasty ass shit anyway. You don't wash your dishes.
Mmm. Mmm. Oh yeah, and when I visited, that bitch left the fridge nasty as fuck. Shit everywhere. Shit was leaking out the fridge with her old nasty ass. And never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
But yeah, so basically, um after that, when she was saying all this stuff and she was crying, she was sobbing, I was
Okay.
laughing. I was literally laughing. I looked at her laughing. And then I calmly get off my bed. No, because I was headed towards her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was about to take off my glasses and whip her ass. But she literally started threatening like the police and shit. And I was like, all right, I'm like,
This bitch
whatever.
is. Oh my god. I'm so sorry
But
you had to go through this, bro.
it's all right, it's funny. But basically I look at Sally and I
It's
said,
awful.
girl, I'm just gonna sleep in your room tonight. Like, so that's exactly what I did. I got up and I got out. And when I got out, I ripped the glasses off my face, and the arms broke, and it was just a lot. And I can't see without my glasses, so there was that. But I ended up sleeping on Stallion's floor for 2 nights until my mom came to get me. But Um, Jenner ended up texting me this large paragraph, which was funny, and I was like, and all I, bro, no, I wish I could post it, or I wish I could somehow
Mm-hmm.
show it, but basically, she wrote this whole paragraph trying to switch it around, like,
The
I
narrative,
was your
because bitch is a
best,
liar.
I saw you as a best friend, and you abandoned me, and you had no room to talk about my situation, and blah blah blah. And all I said to her was, I said, my mom will be there Saturday.
Mm.
That's all
Mm.
I said.
Says she got so much shit to talk about your mom. And you know,
All I
she used to say some other shit about your mom. I don't know if it was at that moment, but I remember she said your mom lets you do whatever, your mom lets you go wherever, your
Oh,
mom lets
yes,
you
that
do
was another thing.
anything, and she's not a
She,
good mom. That's what she
yeah,
ended up telling you. Well, your
yeah.
mom
No,
is
she
the
didn't
hardest
tell me.
fucking
She
worker
didn't
I
say it
know.
to me. She didn't say it to me because I would have whooped her ass. She said it to Stallion. So that was one. That was something else. But yeah. So basically, I'm going to conclude this story. I ended up going home. Never talked to her ever since. Literally never again. I was like, and I sat here and I really thought about it, and I was like, there really was a reason why she had two other roommates. Just saying. But yeah,
Literally.
so me and Stallion are still really
Right.
close,
Gonna be the
but
two baddies at OSU.
period.
Thank you.
But um Jenner, I want nothing to do with her. Like literally she's a sociopath. She
And it's so
was
weird.
crazy.
Listen, no, it's so weird. I was never friends with the girl. I talked to her maybe once or twice on FaceTime when I was with Steph. And I never followed her, none of that. She ended up blocking me and Stephanie's other friend, other best friend. And
Yes.
it's like,
Yes.
girl, you're weird. You're
Right.
weird. I
Like what
don't.
y'all had to do with it? She was weird. Like, girl, I was not gonna stalk you. I don't want you. You stink.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Smelly.
that's
Mm-mm.
the end of my story. So
I'm glad you don't
yeah.
gotta stay with no roommates no more. And you better wait till I come back in Columbus to be my roommate. Thank you. Me, you, and our bitch Sav.
Okay, but we
I'm about to say,
definitely
Savannah's mad at me right now. I have not returned her calls, but she wants to call at the most unperfect times when I can't text back. I'm gonna call her after this.
not you talking about this on the
I
podcast, child.
will, but I'm gonna call her after this. But the plan is me, you, and Savannah gonna get the apartment, and hopefully New York after that.
Okay, New York is a long time from now.
A long time. It doesn't have to be. If we're on our shit, we get money. We're working good jobs. We keep progressing in our little fields or
I'm a
whatever.
manager at Metro.
So, how do you
Uh,
like work?
what I gotta do with anything right now?
Oh, speaking of work, I got a raise.
Oh, period.
Period. Making $18 now. Wasn't even in Columbus for the fucking raise. But they called me. They were doing reviews, and I go back December. So
That's good.
yeah, I'm running low. Clark gave us like a good sum of money because of the shit that went on at Heritage, but I put half of it in savings, and that half that I kept is like going down. So I need to actually find a job down here.
Okay, I thought you had a job. What happened? You just didn't go?
Okay, listen. Atlanta minimum wage is 7.25, and I'm not being ungrateful, but they have me making 10. $10 is okay. $10 is good for, well, if we actually want to get into it, it's not, but it's better than what a lot of people have over here. But I went from making 16.40 to $10, so it was like, where the fuck's my
Where are you
money
gonna
at?
make that money in Atlanta while you're in school?
I heard Target's hiring. You know, I love a good Target run.
I guess.
Call
I
me Seth
mean, I
from
wish you
Target.
luck. I commend you.
Mm-mm.
Um.
How's your love life looking? I feel like we haven't talked about this in forever.
Anyways,
What?
let's talk about
Can you
Kylie.
at least tell us if you have your eye on somebody?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
So you can't even say when you started liking somebody or if you like
No.
somebody?
Shh.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Fuck.
What about you?
Oh, oh, we not gonna pull that card around here. Ah, okay. So nothing's going on, but nothing's going on, but I do have somebody that I'm low key thinking about. Not thinking about. It's nothing. We're just friends. But
Mhm.
it could be something, or we could just be friends. We don't know. So
Period. We love to see it.
hopefully.
Anyway, we're changing the subject. So,
Ooh, what do you think of merch, Steph? What do you think? No, no, deadass, deadass. I've really been thinking since we started the podcast and we released everything that first day, we should start merch.
yes.
Like we could sell sweaters, shirts,
But we gotta make sure
whatnot.
there's people who will get them. Like first,
Oh,
I'm gonna give one to I'm gonna buy one for everybody in my. I don't even got friends, bro.
she about to
For
say
the
her work
few
friends.
friends I have, I get.
Stephanie, you do
But
have a lot of friends, but we just gonna not talk about that subject.
bro, we're not child. Anyways, um,
No, but I really feel like I can make the merch cute. I really feel like I can make the merch cute. Like I'm thinking of like logo tees. I'm thinking, our little flame logo. I'm thinking some embroidered stuff, like character tees of our characters, a little joint
mhm.
character tee, real cute hats, zip ups. I want the whole 9 yards. And if we do it, it's gonna be. I'm not stopping until it's perfect, literally. And I did want to get into
Mhm.
making clothes soon, so it's an
Okay,
endeavor.
yeah, that would actually work out with what you wanted to do. So
So y'all gotta let us know if y'all really fucking with merch. I don't know on YouTube. Let us know in the comments if you hear. Just text us. Let us know. But if you guys are gonna fuck with some merch, we'd be happy to go ahead and make that happen for real.
right. So any final thoughts, Yusuf?
Hmm. I feel like my manifestation's been working. I feel
That's
like
actually wait. With
y'all
what? With what? With what?
with everything I just been writing about everything. I don't know if I can
You can't
necessarily
put on
say
the
it.
air what you're manifesting.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna put it on air, but I feel like a lot of stuff that I manifested, even going back to last year when I wrote my first and only manifestation on campus, and I haven't touched it since I got here. I think some of those came true, and I'm
Oh,
also bought a journal to start journaling, and I got Stephanie to buy the same journal. But I always want a journal, but like I struggle
I
with like
haven't.
finding topics.
I wrote in it like the first 4 days and then I
Mm-hmm.
forgot. It's in my book bag. I
Okay,
haven't.
you're not bad. Like it's like 1 or 2 days I'll do it. One day I'll forget. A few days I'll forget. Or like I do it one morning, forget. I do it the next night. It's up to you. But I think
Oh my
it's
god.
really helping. It's called gratitude, and it's just showing gratitude and just reflecting on your feelings. And like I struggle. I was one journal, but I struggled with like finding a necessarily topic because I didn't want it to just become like some glorified diary or anything. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I really like this. It has like a lot of prompts, and Stephanie actually just bought me a whole thing of just like manifestations, or like a guidebook to manifesting and affirmations and all that. And I honestly think it really works.
It does work. It
It
does work.
it does work. Hey, period.
Period.
Is your
Um.
cat okay?
Yeah.
I haven't asked
I
about
don't.
Luna.
I don't want to talk about it on there.
Y'all,
I don't want to talk about it.
we love her cat though. We love Luna.
um. Okay. Final thoughts. If you like our podcast, you should subscribe to my friend's podcast. That we literally have nothing. Our podcast is not the same at all. But if you like conspiracy theories and just have sheer curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
the Bunny X podcast, you should definitely check that out. It's on every platform as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And shout out
um,
to him for showing us how to start the podcast, I would say.
yeah. So I love his show and I love him. So you should go check it out. So.
But what's I about to say? I actually do want to like on our episodes coming up and whatnot. I want to start like exploring topics. Kind of, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing where he's
No,
doing
we're just
his
gonna completely copy
conspiracies.
his show.
No, I'm not saying conspiracies. He'd be doing conspiracies and like it's like an actual like creepy type conspiracy type thing. Not necessarily, but just like different topics and like we just elaborate how we feel and what we think and whatnot. I feel like that'd be real
Okay,
nice.
I guess we're gonna completely rip off his idea.
No, it's not. He be using creepy music and everything.
So
Maybe
what I'm
we'll
hearing.
maybe we'll
Yeah.
do it maybe our Halloween episode. Oh my god,
Well, we should completely. Yeah, it's like
our Halloween episode. Can we be in our costumes? Our Halloween episode. Can we be in our costumes?
yes, we
Please.
can, but
Ah! Oh
it's
my
giving
god.
Trisha and Ethan.
It's gonna Trisha. Girl, don't even get me started, Trisha.
Are we
Ethan.
gonna have pizza?
No, no. Are we gonna? You gonna give me my 5%? Yeah,
Child, we didn't
y'all.
even get paid for this. Anyway,
No, but Stephanie, have you seen the new drama with Trisha and Ethan?
girl, we're not talking about that.
No, but like, I really have to say it. No, I really have to say it.
No,
Have you seen the new
that,
drama with Trisha and Ethan? All my girls done for the night. Okay,
I am.
y'all. Since we have
It
to
is
stop,
12:50 in the morning.
we gotta stop. Since my co-host says it's done, we're pulling the plug. But
My battery is draining.
I just want to say it felt really good talking. We might have been rusty at first, but we're gonna get back in the groove. And it's not The Last of Us. We're actually coming back, and we're not being lazy no more. And we're gonna make this something. So thank you guys for
Yes.
watching.
We'll see you next week. We will see you next week.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye.